Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Potionomics. We are on day 18. We've got some new events. Saffron's Day of Remembrance. Saffron honors this annual day of remembrance for fallen heroes. She'd surely appreciate some company on an otherwise somber occasion. So if we go hang out with Saffron, we're going to get more relationship gain. Storm Cellar. An Eye of the Endless Storm stands at the Endless Storm stands a tower. At the base of the tower sits a long-sealed bunker. Increased value of fire tonics and silence cures. And the Storm Plains has stronger monsters and better loot. We don't have any electricity tonics to help us go there. And then empty calories, decreased value for basic potions. Okay. First, we'll deal with our brews, as always. It did go up to Grand. Excellent. So these would be good to actually send out our teams with, since it's a 0-star brew. And then a couple of greater shadow tonics. With that in mind, what do I want next? If we just look at our potions as a whole, we've got a good amount of graders and grand health potions. I have a couple of greater and grand mana potions. Do I make a storm tonic? Try and get it done quickly so I could send someone there, because they have better drops for the day. It's just today, right? Yeah. It means that I'd have to brew it now in this time slot. Then, after it brews, then we go hang out with people to send them out. I don't know that that's that critical. Probably not. On the other hand, if we don't care about the Storm Plains having better loot, we could make fire tonics and silence cures, because those do sell better today. We don't even have silence cures, but we can make fire tonics. Alright. Let's make 3 fire... let's make 4 fire tonics. So we're looking for reds and yellows. Let's see what we can pull off using our best stuff. I mean, arguably 8 of these. Because it's 40 magimins each, which is better than anything else we're going to get. Well, that answers that question. So we're going to have 4 grand fire tonics that are at minimum 3 stars, possibly 4 stars. Well, alright then. Do I want to do the same thing of hanging out with people and then just open up the store for one-time segment? Probably wouldn't be a bad call. Because we do need to get our stress down, and opening up the shop twice is just going to kill our stress. So let's plan on that, in which case 4 time segments is what I want. So from here... I'm thinking probably keep building up a better stockpile of health and mana potions, just in case. Once we get access to newer areas. I think what we have already is what we need for the next 2 days of sending our adventurers out. So I want to get prepared for when we get our new areas, and the best preparation I can think to make would be more health and mana potions. Or more sight enhancers, although we have a bunch of these grand ones. And a few slightly less grand ones. No, maybe we do just keep going with health potions. So then we have 3 more ingredients to balance out as many Magimans as we can. There we go. Balance, gonna guaranteed go up to grand. Seems good to me. And then just 2 hay. Okay, we've got both of you started. So now we're gonna go traveling. We need to hang out with Saffron for the relationship gain. Where are we at on our relationship numbers? 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So ideally we want to rank up Sid or Salt and Pepper or Luna. Just to get them all up to rank 3. Okay. Which means if I want to rank up Sid, I should do it before I send her out on a mission. We do have money. Do I want to buy that 3rd cauldron spot today? One thing I have heard is that when you get to rank 4, you get a coupon, so things are cheaper. So if I'm wanting to buy another cauldron spot, maybe leveling up Saffron to level 4 would be the smart call. And I've got 3 time slots to use. So theoretically, level up Sid, level up Saffron, maybe buy the cauldron slot, and then level up Luna or Salt and Pepper. We'll start out with you, Sid. You're not ready to rank up, actually. I could hang out with her. That would help with getting my stress down. We want to hang out with someone, probably. Or I could just give you a gift. Let's hang out. Have a picnic. Let's put a unique spin on this. Sylvia and Sid travel to the beach where most townsfolk give the Kraken skull a wide berth, as if it might be cursed. Sid, however, walks right up to the skull and throws a picnic blanket on top. Okay. She's packed a delightful assortment of cheeses, fruits, and generous slices of cake she's liberated from the guild hall. It's unusual as picnics go, but that just means it will be memorable. Pretty sure I got a bone shard in my butt. Worth it. Sylvia feels a little closer to Sid and mildly less stressed. That got us mostly fully de-stressed, not completely. Still not enough for a rank up, shockingly. So Sid, you like bugs. Let's give you a nice bug. This is a gold star. Sylvia, you rock! Yes, I do. So now we can rank up you. So that'll be our second time slot of 3. What's new with you?
Thanks for tagging along, Sylvia. I'm in the mood to perform some music. And a little help could go a long way.
You mean like backing vocals? Is this my big break?
Probably not.
I've got the singing covered, but I was hoping you could hold a tin can and collect any tips that come in. I would just leave my guitar case open, but it's developed a taste for small change and small dogs.
Epic. Also, if you are a world-famous musician, I get that you might enjoy doing small gigs on the side of the street just for the fun of it. Do you actually care about the small change you're going to pick up from doing this? Sid strums a chord, then launches into one of her most popular ballads. It tells the tale of Robin, the pint-sized squire who survived the Heroes Guild battle with Maven, Witch Queen of Rafta.
Robin was brave, and though he was tiny, he kicked that old hag direct in her hiney.
Sylvia's heard the song dozens of times before, but hearing it live is an entirely different experience. People of Rafta evidently agree. Many of them stop to listen. Others keep walking, but bop along with the melody as they go. Is this Sidriel, her, stage name's song? Like, is she undercover playing one of her own songs? Because that would be crazy that no one would recognize her. As one man drops a coin in Sylvia's tin, he remarks how the singer sounds almost as good as Sidriel herself.
Well, how'd we do?
I think they liked it.
They always do, which is too bad.
Why is that too bad?
Because I hate that song, Sylvia. It is seriously bad.
Wait, really? But it's one of your big hits.
That means it's popular. It doesn't mean it's good. The melody is fine, but the lyrics are juvenile and frankly a bit sexist. The guy who wrote it didn't even get the historical details right. According to Robin's own account, he survived by being well clear of the blast zone.
Makes sense.
He was just there to carry everybody's gear, and he hid behind a tree during the fight.
But now he's famous for surviving the battle.
But I guess that doesn't rhyme with tiny, so...
Wow, you really do hate that song.
Well, I know how the sausage is made. Most of the rah-rah hero ballads are the same. Propaganda masquerading as a history lesson, written by guys who know a lot less about it than they'd like to pretend. But they're crowd pleasers, so what am I gonna do about it?
Stop performing them then. If you don't like it, find something you do. Just grin and bear it seems like a long-term plan to be miserable.
Stop performing them? Couldn't you take them out of rotation and play the songs you actually like?
Well, as a performer, it's not so much about what I like, is it? If you think about it, you and I, we're both in the business of pleasing other people.
It's true. I've got to make the potions people want to buy. If for whatever reason I didn't like making specific potions, but that's what people wanted, we'd still have to do it. Like right now we're making a bunch of fire tonics, even though I have no use for them because that's what's on sale. Or that's what sells better today. because of the market.
And if my audience, my customers, find comfort in the familiar, I can't fault it. A crowded market street just isn't the place to drop a new single.
True.
But give people a familiar chorus they can hum along with, and they'll be more receptive to whatever else you have to say.
Chorus. Raise interest by 5 for each time this card has been played during the current transaction. Interesting. So first time we play it, it raises interest by 5. Second time it'll raise it by 10. And we probably only can put 2 of them in our deck. Although technically we have Owl's card that allows us to duplicate cards. So theoretically we could get more of these.
I can work that angle. I'm just surprised to learn you're so beholden to your audience. I thought you'd have a lot more freedom.
Funny. I thought so too. And listen, I can't complain. I've had a dream career so far. But I'm getting older, and I'm realizing all the little compromises I've made along the way. They have a way of adding up.
Well, you've gone out adventuring, which is something that is new and interesting to you, so you can still make choices to sort of shake things up in more the direction you want to go with your life.
Do you know I used to write my own stuff? Songwriting is what drew me to this industry to begin with. I spent my preteen years barricaded away in my bedroom, trying to put all my messy adolescent emotions into song.
But you wrote some gems. I bet you were adorable. Sure, bet you were adorable.
I bet you were adorable. Little Sid and all her big feelings.
You know, I broke some hearts in my day, but I grew out of that. Mostly. I also wrote some pretty terrible songs, actually. They were honest, though. There's value in that. But then came the managers, and the focus groups, and the ready-made hit machine. And soon I was too busy to put pen to paper. I'm still too busy, even now that I'm on this little sabbatical of mine.
Well, you know what they say. If you wait till you're ready, it'll never happen.
True.
Yeah, you might have a point there.
Take some time during this sabbatical to just try your hand back at songwriting.
I should at least try to set aside time for writing. Stretch those old muscles, if nothing else.
Absolutely.
But for now, I've got to swallow my opinions and crank out another popular ballad. Let's fill that tin can with coins, yeah?
Yeah.
I know a local soup kitchen in need of more than a few loose coppers.
Okay. So that's another character ranked up. Let's send you guys out on a mission. So I can send one of you two to the shadows. No, I can send more. Right, we made more of the shadow potions. So I could send both you and Mint. So you're not going to need more mana. You are going to need a drowsiness cure. Was the drowsiness cure one of the ones we needed for the competition? I don't think it was. I want to say it was a sight enhancer, speed potion, and ice tonic. So I don't need to save this. Probably? I can't remember. Do I have access to my book? Yes, I do. Yeah, I don't need the drowsiness cure, so that is just for sending out my team. Feels weird to waste a grand cure on something that only needs a common. But okay. So 7, 15, 22. So you need 13 more health. Let's see. What is the least value? 65, 41. That should be what you need. So if I then just sent you with a low value sight enhancer, 144, just so you get me more loot, and we test this out, I think you'll make it all the way through. No problem. You do have a loot capacity of 20. I wonder if we're running against that. I should probably keep that in mind, because maybe you do actually need one of the strength potions when I use the sight enhancers. Hope to see. Rock on. Alright, for you, we could send you to the Shadow Steppe as well. Or I could send you back to the ocean coast just to mix things up so we're still getting a variety. Yeah, we've got these new grands, so I don't need the greater. Then you will need a mana potion. 57 versus 57. Okay. Do you need health? Almost certainly. Let's test that out. Yep, no problem. We'll give you a sight enhancer as well. And enjoy. Alright, hammer time. Baptiste. The quest was a success. Here are the spoils. Okay, you just got exactly what I asked for. No, I think the mode of pure mana is something we got for free. We've seen these. We've seen those. I think we've seen all of these. Because they're so expensive, I'm not going to get them from you. So thanks for your time. Let's actually go to Salt and Pepper and buy one of their chests. We got some decent stuff in there. Alright, I probably should look at upgrading our shop's looks again. Anything here I don't recognize? No. There wasn't anything super crazy in here, unfortunately. Alright. That one was kind of a bust. Let's give you... You guys like ore. Take a glass ore. Your tribute is appreciated. Okay, so you're ready to rank up. I do have one more time unit, but we were thinking about using that with saffron. The trees told me to expect you, so if we ranked up with you, I don't know if we get the coupon right away. So ultimately, the basement area is 600. The other brewing costs way too much, including thunder logs that we haven't gotten any of. But we could do the basement cauldron. So if I ranked up with her, we could buy that for a little bit cheaper, but then we're basically out of money and we can't buy new ingredients from Quinn. Or I could save my money to buy the ingredients from Quinn. Let's rank up and see how it changes prices. If it does. and then we can decide from there. My place or yours?
Thank you for having me over, Sylvia.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the offer of tea and the opportunity to spend some quality time in your abode.
Sorry, it's sort of a mess.
Hey, I live outdoors, remember? It takes more than a bit of clutter to scare me off. Although, now that I take a closer look, this place doesn't appear entirely sound, structurally speaking.
You're wanting us to pay for you to fix up our shop?
You should be okay for a little while, though, assuming there's not an earthquake or a stiff breeze.
I knew this place would be the death of me. It's a work in progress, but it's coming along. Yeah. We're slowly renovating it.
It's a work in progress, but it's coming along. It doesn't even smell like owl droppings anymore. Well, either that or I've just gotten very used to the smell of owl droppings.
It's not so bad a smell. Before I made this hat, it was a rare day I didn't get some kind of poop in my hair.
Gross.
As for the shop, as works in progress go, it's an impressive one. I'd like to help with it if I can.
I would like you to help out with this shop.
How about I take care of that leaky roof for you?
You don't have to do that.
It is kind of a hangout day off kind of thing. Having you work on a roof feels like a lot.
I know I don't have to, but I'd like to. And it would be rude to deny a guest, don't you think?
I suppose.
Now, hold my tea.
As Sylvia looks on, Saffron exits via the window and scales the shop's exterior with the poise and confidence of a mountain goat. She quickly finds the source of the roof's small but persistent leak. Using simple tools on her person and a minor druidic cantrip or two, Saffron restores the roof to prime condition. Okay, so she's not redoing our roof, she's just fixing one little leak. That's more reasonable.
Hold on. It's just a patch job, but it should hold for maybe a decade or two.
So when the rest of the roof fails, that one spot will still be good? Good.
You're seriously impressive, Saffron. How did you get to be so good at this stuff?
Definitely impressive.
It was out of necessity. When I was younger, I spent a good amount of time on a sailing vessel.
Okay.
Things would break, they'd need fixing. Silky was the alpha of our little group. As the strongest, he acted like the role of handy person was his by right. But he was all thumbs, and he often forgot his own strength. He'd break two things while fixing one. I learned a lot by watching him, though. And when I showed him what a bit of finesse could do, he stepped aside and left the repair work to me.
Okay.
Life on a ship must have been exciting.
Yeah.
I loved having the freedom to travel, to see the world. It was easily my favorite thing about being a hero.
Wait, you were a hero? Did I know that?
I don't think we did.
I don't think I knew that.
Well, now you do. Does it change your opinion of me?
No. I think you're cooler. Not at all, or it's kind of hot. Yeah. Is that how you lost and restored your arm?
It's kinda hot.
You're so chill all the time, but you've got this mysterious past.
Oh, you like a woman of mystery, do you? I'll see if I can scratch that itch for you. However, I don't consider myself a secretive person. I'm not actively hiding anything.
You just haven't got around to talking about it.
I'm simply more interested in what's in front of me than what's behind.
There must be a story there, though.
Not really. Being a hero just didn't suit me. I'm much happier now, having left all that in the past.
Okay.
And I still help people in my own way. In fact, it isn't flashy, but I've got a coupon here just for you.
Hey, thank you. Decrease the cost of shop upgrades and fuel by 10%. Okay, 10% isn't crazy, but it's nice.
Wow. You're a hero in my book.
You're adorable. Now, how about brewing a fresh pot? I've just noticed an uneven shelf and a warped baseboard, and you know me. I can't stand idly by when there are improvements to be made.
Thank you. So that 600 gold is going to be down to 540. Could still do it. Yeah, so just a little bit off. Oh, we are almost out of hay. Let's buy a bunch of that. So I'm probably not going to do the shop expansion quite yet, but it's something to get to soon. Since it's your birthday, or not your birthday, but your favorite day, you like... Where are you on my list? There we go. You like plants. I guess that should have been easy to figure out. Plant. There we go. I could just give you a low-level plant. Or I could go all the way up to gold. We've got tons of these because they're really hard to use. I'll give you one of them. I accept with gratitude. Okay, and that alone was enough to get you ready to rank up again. Fantastic. Let's go see Quinn. See what we can do with our 700 gold. Don't look down. Yeah, we didn't get anything new from the chest with salt and pepper or from Baptiste. It's a shame. Is anything on sale? No. Not seeing anything with any... Well, let's buy these. I like having those around. These were actually pretty good for the one potion we made. I used up a bunch of you. For either healing potions or mana potions, they were really good. I don't remember which one it was, but that's basically all my money if I buy those. Why not all of them? And give more of you. You're good. Right, I want more of these as well. That'll be all of my money. Okay, I think that is sufficient. Let's head back home. Our brews should be done. So there's our 3-star Grand Fire Tonics. Excellent. We're probably just going to sell all of those. And our Grand Health Potions. Which we are not going to sell at the moment, because basic potions sell worse. Let's verify that I've got the potions I need. Yes. So we've got the speed potion here. That's what I was worried about, because I thought I didn't have it here anymore. So we've got the speed potion, we've got the sight enhancers, we've got the ice. Perfect. I think we'll make more mana. I think every time I should probably make a good healthy selection of either health or mana and then something else. Until I start stockpiling too many of the health and mana. If we get up there, then maybe not. So greens and yellows. Do I want to use this cauldron? Can. What would I want to do with my other cauldron? We could consider stamina potions. If we can pull off red and purple. Because we are running into limits where Sid can't carry the number of loot. Just 2 additional pieces of loot? Ugh. I guess that's for minor, which means probably if we can get up to grand, it's maybe like 5 additional loot. At the cost of like 300 gold or something. That's pretty terrible. I don't know. Don't really have anything that's calling out to me that I desperately need. Maybe we'll make some Thunder Tonics just in case we want to go there. So Thunder Tonics here. Yeah. Which cauldron for which? If we go mana and thunder, ultimately it's... I mean, neither one do we really need grand. But I'd rather make more mana potions, probably. So for thunder, we'll use here. We're looking at green and blue. I have 21 of these? Yikes. Okay, that's balanced us out. And 4 more ingredients. So if I've got... Yeah, I could just use 2 of these and 2 of those. And that'll give me Grand Thunder Tonics, which is a bit excessive, but you know, it's fine. And then let's get it down to 4 time units. Now here we go back to the mana is what we were thinking. Yes. All right. If the goal is primarily for use, which is theoretically an option, we are already guaranteed a rank up. So I could just then toss in garbage to get us up to 4 of them, guaranteed to be a greater. Not a bad call. Because otherwise, if I used better ingredients, I might get 1 more star. At the cost of way better ingredients. So then, we just need to shave off 3 time units. That's easy to pull off. And then I think open the shop for 1 time section. Now you guys don't sell well. Which also means you're not great displays. Definitely want to just sell all the tonics. We could put them on display to draw customers. But we've got the price increase for tonics. Fire tonics sell extra well today. It's definitely the right call there. This benefits for normal potions, but normal potions are worthless. Or not as good today. Let's sell 1 of you. 1 of you. And I can sell a couple of these tonics. We need to keep you. And 1 of you and 1 of you. So that's for the contest. I do like that we're up at grands. Maybe 1 of the shadow tonics? Or I could have less things here. just to encourage these all being bought today. Because if they are, that's 2,000 gold by itself. Do I think I'll get more than 4 customers? Because reducing customers also reduces stress gain, in theory. And these aren't selling for any extras. You know what? I'm going to actually do that. We'll just sell these 4. We can sell the others tomorrow, maybe, when we hopefully will have better events. Yeah. I think this is fine. Let's kill off Subvert and give ourselves this new course. Ooh, there are 4 of them, which could make them very powerful. What do I not care as much about? Let's get... no, I don't really want to get rid of my shields. Maybe build rapport. We will kill that one off. And then chorus could potentially be very powerful. Alright, let's see how this goes. Just a heads up, I noticed some dust bunnies in the corner. I hope this potion is up to my standards. What can you tell me about it? It's a fire potion. Alright, you're not trying to stress me out. Great. So we'll start with craftsmanship. Pump up into a strike. Excellent. The state of this place is quite messy. Okay, we could chorus. Ultimately, we only have 3 patients. So I can do something that's 2 patients. And then sleight of hand. So I guess keep your guard up is the best we can pull off with what we've got. $682. Nice. And people say I'm hard to please. Oh, hi Roxanne. Charmed, I'm sure. I'll admit I'm curious about this one. And of course, we've got our doubts. So you are going to give us tension. Lovely. We could barely get through your shield. I don't know if the doubt is going to happen after the tension, so is that going to give me 2 stress? Or 1? I will actually do the strike. We'll take the tiny bit of stress because we're about to go to sleep. Okay, we just gained the 1 stress. Now you're going to apply tension. Don't be nervous, I'm only scrutinizing your every move. Haha. 2 turns, it's so bad. Alright, you're not trying to stress me out this turn, though. Chorus. And then we can do another strike for 11. End turn. Are you lonely? Is that what's happening? Okay, you are trying to stress me out now. Though I might be closing the deal this turn. Yeah, so this course is now worth 10. Excellent. So if I've got 6 to spend, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it doesn't matter either way, so I'll use this one for the 3% because 6 or 8 is not going to push us over that threshold. Excellent, and close out the deal. 700 gold. Time to see what all the fuss is about. This place is shaping up nicely. I can feel the magic coming off of this one. Double pump up into a sleight of hand? Probably not. End turn and do nothing besides gain some stress. I guess potions aren't like pottery. Presentation doesn't matter. Double captivate. Alright, you're devaluing the potion. Not ideal. Our second chorus. Sweet. You're just lowering your patience. Could plant the seed, but I doubt we've got a lot of more turns ahead of us. So let's just call it there. 713. Another good sale. You're the best. I was hoping to get to 2,000 because of the 5 potions worth 500-ish, and we have one more potion to sell. We're already over 2,000. Thanks to buy from your uncle. 12 patience. Excellent. Huge shield, though, which is terrible. So let's plant the seed. You're not stressing me out. You're annoyed. So you're going to be giving me stress whenever I play a card next turn. Well, that is terrible. Let's just end turn. Wouldn't you rather spend this time making more potions? Okay, you are going to try and stress me. I am going to be taking stress when I play cards. You've got lots of patience. I'll do another plant the seed, even though that hits me. I want to gain the shield, so I'm probably going to play all 3 of these. Excellent. Captivate, double chorus, and then close out. Sweet. That's good money.
That's all of them for now.
I need to get that license paperwork routing again. Yes, you do. Day 19, last day before the competition. We'll look into the events next time, but we're going to end it here. So the goal will be to do whatever last preparations we want before the competition, which I think basically means pulling the potions off the shelves so that they're in our inventory. And then see the competition on day 20. For now, though, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.